There's a problem for Joe Zosso. He's waving his arms now as if to say, I've lost my engine. So he's letting the marshals know that he needs some assistance. The marshal rushing across to see what help he can offer. Just needs to open the gate and see if he can assist him. He might need to be pushed off the circuit, Joe Zosso, from pole position, having a word with the marshal. Everyone else is into position, I think. But there's now 4 marshals have descended on him, and they're going to push him back, I think, is the decision. And yeah, that's a great shame for Joe Zosso. Second in race 1 is going to be pushed off the grid here, unfortunately. So that's a great shame after all that waiting. So that's going to leave. Is he going to get to be able to start from the pit lane, I wonder? Going to leave Richard Verheyden on his own on the front of the grid. It's also going to leave their door open actually for both the cars on the second row, both Sam Wright in the 16 Village 3-2 and the number 47 car of Ian Elliott, our race 1 winner. So the marshals now just trying to push that car back towards the pit lane entrance. So there's another 50 yards or so that they need to manoeuvre that. Meanwhile, the gate has been closed again, and yes, they'll get it cut into the pit lane entrance. If that car can get fired up, he could potentially go from the pit lane, I guess. But we're now, I think, getting the green flag from the back. Minute board has been shown. I think we'll probably go straight for the race. Yeah, 30 seconds is shown. 5 seconds is shown, so we're going to get a red light any moment now. Bit of smoke emitting from the back of the village of Sam Wright now as well. Lights go out though, race gets underway. Good start from both of them on the second row, not from Richard Verheyden on the front row of the grid, so he's going to be third by the time they get into target for the first time.
Yeah, it's Elliott, Wright and Verheyden, isn't it, as they go through. And fourth looks like Ambrose Butcher moving up from the 4th row in the number 14 car.
Absolutely not seen if Joe Zosso's managed to get the car. No, he's not got it fired up in the pit lane, I don't think. He's going to be trying to give him a push start, I think, down beneath us to see if we can get him into the race, albeit half a lap down. But and he has got going, that's good news. The leaders though, Ian Elliott and Sam Wright and Richard Verheyden through Church Corner, followed by number 14 Ambrose Butcher and Trevor Slatter, number 72 in 5th. And 6th, I think, is the 13 car of Ben Bolt as they climb the hill towards Rocket for the first time, about a car length in it. Oh, a big sideways moment for the race leader Ian Elliott, but he collects it in, and Sam Wright unable to capitalise up at the top of the circuit. It is always not handling particularly well, that lead car, because again it had a wriggle on through the second part of Rocket.
Plenty of rubber down from the Enduro, weren't there? And some marbles, I'm sure. But yes, coming through. Slatter at the back of that group I saw in his Centaur.
So it's the 47 Ian Elliott Jomo, winner of race 1, that leads. Drive from Crawley. Another long journey home after this race for him.
Be sweeter if he wins it.
It certainly will. And he's got Sam Wright behind him, Richard Verheyden behind him. Of course, they've got even longer journeys back to the continent, some of these drivers.
Butcher and Slatter and Bolt, and then Catton, I think, and then the Austin 7 Monoposto. Then the second race gets Merlin, and the bewinged Lotus.
Yeah, absolutely right. 2 leaders. Sorry, that's the battle for 4th and 5th there.
Yeah, that's Butcher and Slatter, isn't it? Yeah.
Slatter originally from these parts, from North Wales, but based in Banbury these days. See in the background you've got Ben Bolt and Greg Catton as well in the Dyson doing battle for 6th position. Leaders at the top of the circuit. There's that Dyson and Bolt battle. Oh, and Slatter's off, and so too is 14 as well. Ambrose Butcher exits stage right. I think he's got a problem with the car. He's headed off the circuit, parked up behind the barriers at the direction of the marshals. Just making sure he's okay. But it looks like Ambrose Butcher in the number 14 DNC Mark 6 driver from Shipson last down in Warwickshire is out of the race. So Ian Elliott coming through to end the second lap with a comfortable lead over Sam Wright. So it's 47 from 16, and 6 in third place is Richard Verheyden and Miss Moneypenny. Trevor Slatter is fourth. Fifth is Greg Dyson, and sixth is Ben Bolt. There's a 10-second penalty I'm advised of for car number 40, and that's a jump start. That's for Mike Henney, who's in 10th place in the number 40 Lotus 7. So I think he was a non-finish really.
Very early Lotus 7, isn't it?
Yeah.
Charlie Plain Jones coming past in the Cowley.
Yes, and he's leading in Class A. That number 22 car. So Class A for the normally aspirated Austin 7s. Cowley Special in Charlie Plain Jones case. Here's a fight. That's Ben Bolt against the Peter Marsh car, isn't it? Peter Marsh goes past in the number 8 supercharged Austin 7. Leader of Class B, up to 6th place overall. So many of the Austin 7s here this weekend. I saw there was a race for Austin 7s at Kirkeston this weekend. I'm not sure if that took any away.
The Irish Centre at the St Pity Motor Club, maybe.
There's Peter Marsh. Sam Wright is just in the best lap of the race in second place, 1:26.777. So that's the blind screen best lap of the race for him. He's about 2.5 seconds behind the race leader though, Ian Elliott, at the moment, and that lap was just about a tenth of a second or so faster than him. Just get past our country box. Is that Mike Henney Lotus 7?
Charging along behind Mike Henney, none other than Joe Zosso, who was pushed off the grid, the Swiss driver.
Yeah, he's up to 10th place now, isn't he? And lapping considerably faster than everyone ahead of him, apart from really the first two. He was in the 1:26s, so lapping very nearly as quickly as the race leader, actually. It's Joe Zosso, which is what you'd expect, I suppose. What a shame for him that he wasn't able to
get there and mix it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It would have been a great spectacle for us as well, I'm sure. But he's about to pass Henney. On the way up to Rocket and get up into 9th place on the road.
Top 6 for Zosso, maybe. Talk him into that.
John Donnelly there in the number 37 car. Chasing after number 13, Ben Bolt, the 81-year-old from Bishop's Itchington, who started racing back in 1960, and he won his class in the 6-hour race, the Burkitt Relay at Silverstone in 1964 with his mum and his dad, and came back to 750 Motor in 2022 with a car that he raced in the 1970s. He bought this Class C car in 2023. Did lots of hill climbs and sprints, as you said earlier, Max, with Hillman engined machinery.
Zosso's flying, isn't he, into number 80, and he's reeling in a couple ahead of him, that's for sure.
Yeah, did a 1:26.5 last time through, and he should catch and pass Donnelly and Bolt before much longer, actually.
Yeah, Donnelly's now trying to slipstream Bolt.
The nose on Bolt's car doesn't seem to be quite fixed as it should be. It looks a little skew with. Maybe it's a particular setup change for the Anglesey circuit, I'm not quite sure. But anyway, those two disputing 7th and 8th place, and as you say, Zosso will be coming up behind them at a rate of knots. These two lapping in the 33s, and Zosso lapping in the 25s. So it's still going to be with them, I think. Into the second half of the timed element of the race now. We're probably going to have 11 laps as we did earlier on, just going towards the end of lap 6 for our race leaders. And Zosso is now with them. He's got past Donley. And is he going to get past Bolt as well on the way into target? Not quite, but he probably will do it at the banking and get
or
up
before.
to,
Yep.
yeah,
Looks like it.
Yeah, switches to the inside line, is going to get through. And his next target is Peter Marsh, number 8, the 75-year-old exiled Scot, originally from Aberdeen, who started racing occasional graduates in 2008. So he came to racing relatively late in life. Did some autocross in the 70s. There's various circuits around the world. He's going to lose out here to Joe Zosso in the number 80 car, the Swiss, who was second in the first race in the DNC. And there's careful to thank anyone and everyone that had been involved in the preparation of that car.
If you think it's a long way back to Crawley, it's a very much longer way back to Switzerland.
Absolutely, yes. So Zosso now up to 6th place, having got ahead of Peter Marsh. Greg Catton, how far up the road is he? A fair way, but not an insurmountable gap. Here comes Zosso over the line now.
And Bolt and Donley have made progress back towards Peter Marsh, I sense.
Yeah, that's true. Marsh did a 32.5 that time, and both Donley and Bolt were into the 31s. There's Zosso then. He's got just 12 seconds to make up on Greg Catton in the Dyson, and probably capable of lapping 4 seconds a lap faster, so he'll probably get there just about, and I think a 5th place finish could be on the cards for him.
That's a tremendous charge from Joe Zosso.
In some ways, you know, it's almost more fun, isn't it, to sort of have to charge your way through the field like this.
Absolutely.
Do some overtaking.
And the leader's in traffic. He's got the little Lotus and he's got the Cowley of Charlie Plain Jones to deal with, and that might allow Sam Wright to get a little closer.
Yeah, and that gap was, well, it has come down drastically. It's come down to 1.6 seconds. It's come down by about 3.6 seconds on that lap. So Wright is certainly closed in, and I wonder if this is just a traffic issue, if there's a reliability issue with the Ian Elliott car. Greg Catton's got ahead of Trevor Slatter now as well, so that's another thing to throw into the mix, because Zosso could probably catch both of them and get to 4th. He's under 9 seconds behind Catton now in 4th position. And on that lap, lapped, yeah, about 4 seconds faster than them, so I think he just about is going to make it. There's Elliott now. 1.6 seconds was his advantage over Sam Wright at the start of the lap, and it feels like that's actually gone out again a little bit over Wright in the Village V2, previously driven by John Village.
You watch the speed of Zosso through Church, and you compare it visually to those two ahead of him, and he's really pushing hard.
Fired up, I guess.
And he can see the next pair now at Rocket.
Yeah, he's certainly got them in his sights, hasn't he? That will only encourage him to push on even more, I think. He realises that there's a chance. Meanwhile, Elliott's going through to complete lap number 8, so probably 3 laps to go in the race. And 3 races to go this weekend. And Elion's just the best lap actually, 1:25.792. He's got the blind screen fastest lap of the race. And that is not as quick as he went in the first race before the lunch break. '31 car of Dyson has got his Slatter behind him now. It's Joe Zosso on that lap has done a personal best of 1:26.180. Yeah, it's 4 seconds faster than Slatter, but about 2.8 seconds quicker than Catton on that lap. I think he's going to get Slatter, and he might get Catton.
What's brilliant about this race is that as it evolves, groups of cars, little groups of cars form, and this is be fun for everybody.
And that's what Historic 750 Formula is about, as much as anything else. It is about fun away with your friends, racing some great historic machinery that's... the paddock camaraderie is something else in Historic 750 Formula. As the Lotus of David Rose gets ahead of Charlie Plain Jones there for 11th position up there at the top of the circuit. Those two unlikely bedfellows, those two cars, having a great scrap. Charlie Plain Jones is going to get back up the inside of him into Peel.
The Marsh and Donnelly tussle is impressive. A little Austin 7 special, the monoposto, and Donnelly in the race kits, Merlin, are very close.
Yeah, that Peter Marsh car has got 1936 mechanicals, 90 years old. 750cc supercharged engine, built by Pigsty Engineering in the 1980s, that car. It's released by Paul Lawrence and Bernie Atkinson. It was in a garage for 10 years in a sorry state until Peter Marsh acquired it and rebuilt it. And it now runs not bad, he says.
Zosso is past Slatter and therefore into 5th place, and he's about 4 seconds adrift of Greg Catton.
Yes, meanwhile the last lap board is about to be shown. It's going to go out to Ian Elliott when he comes through to complete his 10th lap. A great scrap this is between Charlie Plain Jones and David Rose that we've been watching for a couple of laps now. They're absolutely having a whale of a time around this Anglesey circuit. There's Ian Elliott though. He's just coming through the last corner on the penultimate lap. Gets the last lap board this time.
And Wright's come back at him again. Has closed a bit.
Oh, and Zosso's had a spin. Joe Zosso's had a spin.
Oh dear.
Up at the top of the circuit. Oh, that's such a shame. He was on the verge of potentially getting 4th away from Greg Catton, and now he's lost a bit of ground again. But yes, it's down to 2 seconds, the lead gap. There is the second place, or the third place, of Richard Verheyden, number 6. He's just rounded the bank. He's about 7 seconds behind the 2 leaders. We're on the back stretch now for the final time, just coming to lap Mike Henney's Lotus 7. Up to the left-hander they go at Rocket for the final time, and Sam Wright is with Ian Elliott now. Could we get a very, very late change of results here into the second part of Rocket towards Peel, and a few car lengths between them and a Lotus 7 as well. Into the right-hander at Peel for the final time. It was 2 seconds the gap at the last start of that, but I think Sam Wright made a bit of a mistake there through Peel and has lost ground again. Yeah, he's not as close as he was, so Ian Elliott I think is going to come through and do the double here this weekend, and that would be his 3rd win of the season in the Raceparts Historic 750 Formula Series. He takes the checkered flag, and the gap in the end, 0.8 of a second from Sam Wright. And Richard Verheyden, who in the first race finished in 6th, he comes across the line to take 3rd position. International
Historic 750 Formula. With Verheyden and Zosso in the field.
Yeah, Greg Catton's going to come through in 4th in the Dyson, the number 31 car, so congratulations to him on taking 4th and another class win in Class D, the best of the 3 cars in Class D this weekend. And Joe Zosso is, I think, going to come through and still take 5th place in the number 80 car. I think Trevor Slatter, yeah, he dropped out. He stopped somewhere on circuit towards the end of that race, which explains why we didn't see him. And 6th place is going to be Ben Bolt. We've got this Plain Jones and Rose scrap that's been going on. Plain Jones winning Class A, but then Ben Bolt comes through to complete the top 6. So that ends the weekend's racing, Marcus. And what a couple of days it's been here at Anglesey.
It's been fantastic, and the conditions could not have been better. We've seen such wonderful racing, such great camaraderie, a lot of camaraderie in the pits and paddock as well as on track. And it just is a wonderful advert for the 750 Motor Club, which has provided accessible racing forever, seemingly. Brilliant stuff. Can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, I think we're working to them again at Silverstone, aren't we?
Silverstone in August.
Yep.
Or
so.
Very much
Look forward to that. Thank you, Marcus, for your company this weekend. Let's have a look at the results of the Raceparts Historic 750 Formula Series. Number 47, Ian Elliott, took the win in the Jomo. From number 16, Samurai, he was 0.85 seconds behind in the Village V2 in the end. 6, Richard Verheyden was 3rd. 31, Greg Catton was 4th, winning Class D in the Dyson. 5th was number 80, Joe Zosso. Just flew through from a pit lane start. 6th, number 13, Ben Bolt. 7th was number 37, John Donnelly. 8th was number 8, Peter Marsh. Mike Henney was 9th in number 40. It's about a 10-second penalty. And Charlie Plain-Jones was 10th in the number 22 car, having had a great scrap with David Rose. Charlie Plain-Jones winning Class A. Behind David Rose was Timothy Bradley, Phil Livingston, and Travis Slatter and Ambrose Butcher non-finishers in that race. So as I say, that's it from this weekend. I will be back with you for BMW Live at Alton Park on the 25th of July, 7:50 most in action. Again, the weekend before that at Cadwell Park. From Marcus and me, thanks to all the marshals, and we'll leave you in the company of Ben McCarthy in Parc Fermé.
Thanks so much, Ian and Marcus, not just for your commentary and insight throughout the day, but indeed the entire weekend. Right then, we have some podium sitters to find, not least our race winners from the Raceparts Historic 750 Formula. Ian Elliott triumphed this morning, and he's triumphed this afternoon. Ian, have another hatch. You're building a collection. Both of the races today, 3 of the last 4 in total in this series. I mean, what must it feel like?
I lucked out that time because managed to get a really good start, got a lead straight from the beginning basically, just had to keep it consistent. I kept seeing them, as soon as we got near traffic, could see them all gaining on me, but luckily managed to hold them off. So.
What does it feel like to have momentum in general? Is this something that surfaced from previous rounds, or is it something you've clicked with the Anglesey circuit?
It's just something, I love this circuit, it's brilliant, yeah. Just considering it's the first time I've been here, seems to have within half the track qualifying session got the hang of it, and yeah, it's now my favourite circuit.
Well, we're glad to hear, and it's been a privilege watching you throughout the day. Right then, number 16, Sam Wright is still in the car right now. I don't really want to get in the way of these cars, but tell you what, if we come over here, Tim, just so we're not blocking anyone else. Sam with a second place there. As he gets out of his car, we'll let him of course take his helmet off. And we'll speak to him now. Sam, second place. How pleased are you with that?
Massive improvement over this morning, over the first race. Thought I was reeling him in at the end. Getting lucky with some back markers, but yeah, very happy with second.
Well, very well done for that. Enjoy the celebrations. Will there be any celebrations?
I'm sure there will.
Well, enjoy them at the very least. And then in third place, Richard Verheyden in the number 6. Richard,
yes.
Third place.
Yeah, a bit disappointed, but everyone's aiming for first, aren't they?
Just talk me through that race. Obviously, we've seen a whole flurry of action today. Your class is the final one in that sense. Did that add not any extra pressure, but was it?
It did actually, because last race of the day, there's plenty of marbles around the edge of the track. So if you put a foot wrong, I knew I had third place from about the second lap. Just had to keep it on the road, you know. And with all of that rubber dust and dirt on the sides of the tracks, you've just got to stay really concentrated and keep it off the slippy stuff on the sides.
Well, nonetheless, well done with P3. It's a podium. There we go. Thank you very much, Richard. And thank you for watching, not just today, but over the last 2 days here at Anglesey Circuit, brought to you, of course, by the 750 Motor Club. We will be back in 3 weeks' time at Cadwell Park, of course, with Alpha Live. But again, thank you for your company. Thank you again to Ian and Marcus, and we'll see you again very soon.